myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Check right 21. All day, baby, all day. Big dribble.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now it's Lindsay. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is Harris. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Todd Davis.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
You better be afraid of me.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Returning, it's Benjamin. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rock going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Oh, he sheds himself free. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looks good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A give running right, Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Saints 14, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him. And they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the turnover, here's Locke. They complete it to Hill. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. On the return, Harris. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's out right at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Check it back.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not often.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A big play there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke back near his goal line. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths trying to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season on 2nd down. Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Give him 18 yards on that one. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Bridgewater now. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd, and he takes off with it. It's a fake.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Harris now to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Broncos on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Locke going to go on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes. Though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. To throw on second down. Tate. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Block again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Here we go. Here we go. Head up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to bring the bass back.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense.